park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear onto our back. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the last couple of weeks, otherwise I'll be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks at his phone, looks intently at his phone. Everything's alright, Craig. Yep, I just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for the murder sprint. I look around me and take in all the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere would do that. I recognise the look of anxiety on Craig's face.
Man.
But what if there's a problem? There won't be. Or do I say that you've trained for this? You've trained for it. Look, Craig, we all know if that you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of it like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend together. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his track. Maybe we could go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong?
I don't know.
I mean, it's just, I'm really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls, and I don't have signal? I'd have no way of knowing. Ah! Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just got to remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything, but giving a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out. The plan was to get away from all of it and just focus on ourselves for this trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads phoning, relaxing out in the woods. Craig looked me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phones, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're going to have some fun this weekend. Damn straight we're having some fun. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get into the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. I found it in the attic and it's already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and pole onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. Brilliant. I wouldn't put this up against the storm, but I think we'd be able to survive for the night. We set a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold domination over this land. Verily, and looking at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on the Camp Stravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking! Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude! Does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over to where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does! That tree looks like a butt! There's butts everywhere. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let's analyse this tree further. That's the best one so far. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. Good on you guys. Balls deep, analyse it. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters to tell us our jokes are bad. But you still know they suck. We high five, brilliant. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days, and we think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, we can hear the water running. Oh, this is gonna be it. We're gonna be splashing around in the waterfall. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouse agape at the genuine beauty of this place, we go to investigate. The old waterfall.
Dude!
It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Thinking we could jump off it like the old days. This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. Oh, it's going to be naked. Oh, really? We'll find out after this, Cat Fog, for sure. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Oh, yeah. I don't have a sound for that. We'll go with the applause. Oh, hello, Craig! Ding dong!
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Oh, mate, I'm looking at Craig's butt straight up. There's been some serious flirting on this already, so it's not like I'm overstepping the mark. He's shown signals, so it's not like I'm being like a perv. I can't help but sneak a peek. That's a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. Oh yes, aubergine emojis again. I immediately turn away, blushing. I immediately turn away with a semi. You coming or what? No, I'm just pleased to see you. Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall. By the time I finish my sentence, when he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns round and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Let's put on a show. Oh, it's got to be Who Needs Pants Anyway. Fuck yeah, we're going with Who Needs Pants Anyway. Oh no, because it's American pants, isn't it? Not like British pants. They mean trousers, whereas we mean pants would be boxers in the UK. They're society's oppressors. Down with pants, down with the system. That's the spirit. I take off my shirt and drop it with a pile of Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up to the top. At the top, we look over the cliff and see a tiny lake. It seems much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always one standing on the sidelines watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall into the lake and creates a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoa! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Just pump. Don't think, just pump. How are you supposed to not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just pump. Because you're all along for the ride. I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannibal. Somewhere in the middle, he turns into a really graceful belly flop. Ah, I hit the water with a loud slap.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
I resurface and find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Oh, Craig! Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Oh, he's gonna dunk me. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast! He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. What the fuck is Hammer Fist? It's got to be dunk him, hasn't it? Let's go in for that physical touch. Dunk him. I lunge at Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Cock snap to the face off the waterfall. With the power cock slap. I lunge at Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for a finishing move. I summon all of my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water. Hey! And I drop him down for the splash. Crap! Craig bounces back out of the water and my turn. Oh, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples with me with his clearly superior muscles, quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro. These are arm cannons. These arm cannons are dad launchers. Oh, yeah. He's a reach-around machine. Yay! What are they called? Aubergine emojis. Craig does a playful cock twitch for me. Damn! Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. Touch rudder. Don't you need to be... Isn't that where you fart and pull the duvet over their head? Or is that a Dutch oven, maybe? Give him the angry pirate. Oh man, that was such an adrenaline rush.
Oh.
Not so scary now, huh? I'll race you to the top. Oh, race sounds like we could hurt each other though, and it could be all over. But I haven't had enough excitement for the top. I want more. No, that's when I got. Oh, okay. Oh, I always call that a reach around. I didn't know it was called a Dutch rudder, but that kind of makes sense. I'll race you to the top. We run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? No, I don't, because that's the second time that they've mentioned that the rocks are slippery. I'm pretty tired. We should probably head back. Yeah, I don't want to hurt ourselves, man. I want to, you know... We'll see. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Oh, so we go back naked. Sopping wet, we hike back to our camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in tin foil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. That is brilliant. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Doot doot. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most and I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember now his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved and have trouble believing that the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me grab my matches. It's gonna happen, it's getting there. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around his bag, pulls out some lube and a ball gag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Oh, I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. I've got a stick you can rub to start a fire. My stomach grumbles now, and I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. Sorry, dude. Mate, this guy's going to hog tie me. Gary's definitely a bottom in this relationship for sure. Don't be. We can figure this out. What's that, Cacfog? I think you have to explain that a bit more. We start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? We watch plenty of survival programs on TV. If a half-naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We need some wood. I've got some wood right here, Gaz. Getting paved. Oh, PSVR, yeah. Oh, I am looking forward to that, actually. That's going to be cool. Hopefully I'm going to move this sofa bed so I can actually start streaming some VR stuff. That'd be cool. I gestured to the trees around us. There's no shortage of that. And there's some tinder and grinder. We can make that work. And then there's some ancient aliens are supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark and moss until we have all of the materials that could conceptually make a passable looking campfire. I've got... Oh yeah, no, the gun thing. I know what you mean, yeah. I'll try and pick one up cheap, actually. Maybe I can get one on eBay or something. Maybe someone will swap one for a sofa bed. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is now just setting and the cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work, quick. I've done this in the past and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Anywhere I can help? Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits and we'll make this fire happen. I would naturally go overboard with compliments, I think. That kind of sounds like true Gary, doesn't it? You're really giving that fire the business. You're amazing, hard-working father with a steady work ethic and everybody loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero and the neighbourhood dads respect you immensely. What is this you just sent me? 20 quid, that's not bad. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll get that actually. That does actually look pretty good. We'll see. I'll have a proper look later, bud. Your daughters are the neighbourhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great. Bro, stop. You're making me hard. You'll make me cry. Okay. I don't want your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss onto the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Well done, Craig. Well to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fella. Hooray for not dying. Take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. Maybe. Is it multiplayer? I watch as Craig strokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. The sound of the crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, crackling thyme and crushed ginger over it, while basting them both with butter. That sounds delicious. Now, I know he is good cooking, was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him do in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoned packet into a dry ramen and eating it straight up. Brilliant. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. Delicious, I may add. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, Let them rest. It'll be more flavourful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks, longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. I desperately want a piece of Craig's meat. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roast potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay. I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch and dinner?
Oh.
It's so hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job. You now cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed of how much you've gotten in your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humour in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
I don't know.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I'm tired, bro. I think being out would make me realise how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can be easy.
Oh, man.
I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at the school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mum, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out so often. You work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way. That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Good old Craig. His heart's in the right place for sure. Craig, buddy, I know where you come from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Nice.
I do, though. I eat right, exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know.
Hey.
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everybody else's. You matter too, man. Ah, little bro love. It's just, I know I can provide for my family if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
I don't know.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head that's telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try and relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. In fact, that's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness. Damn right,
man.
Gary. Do I though? Hell yeah, bro. I look at Craig and think what a good friend, even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everybody to do their best to be their best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. Go Craig, go Gary. Proper bromance, come on. If you could only see yourself the way I do. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, you're going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you just used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. How do you make s'mores then? I honestly don't know. I guess it's marshmallows, just cooked marshmallows, right? Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but gooey centre is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Mad skills, Gaz. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at great distance. Against the wind, disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire watching embers float towards the sky. stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah.
Huh?
I miss this, Gary. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Oh, baby! We crawl into the tent and unfurl my sleeping bag. There's only one sleeping bag.
Hmm.
Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? Smooth old Gary. I look around for a second. Oh. Oh no, I must have left it at home. I don't think Gary done that on accident. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. No way, here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. We're gonna spoon. I shiver, and without realising it, I find myself nesting closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. Oh. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. It's gonna happen. I turn over trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing! Oh yeah, that's bad. That's badass. Come on. But suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again. My heart is racing. Craig.
I don't know.
I've got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro. Me too. My hands run through his hair, then down his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure.
Hmm?
You know, talking about old times is fun, but
Oh.
I like making new memories with you. A smile tracing the lines of his... I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. It's been 3 nights, I think, but this is getting it on, mate. We kiss again, not worried about getting too cold that night. All night long, all night, all night. Freeze frame. Oh. Date complete. We lost some points on the cannonball. Definitely done alright in the buttery.
Wow.
Rank S.
That was an amazing date.
It was an amazing date, mate. Thank you very much. Nearly. Look at. What is this number? That is just a random number they've chucked in there. Mate, definitely. Mate, but it should be. We should be a little bit. I want to go steady with Craig, surely. Phew, I think I'll finally everything set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. I'm not sure how long's left, but I'll probably play a bit more, and I do want to get some COD done tonight. I thought that would be it. I thought it'd be 3rd date and done. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, got to act natural. Be cool, Gary. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy. I don't think it's fish, mate. Rats. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in different directions, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government.
Aww.
Well, if they think they're going to take me alive, they've got another thing coming. You're kidding, right? I have a little surprise for you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in my kitchen, where your new dad's there?
Huh.
Father, it would fill my heart with glee. Amanda leaves over the kitchen table, where we present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad. Is it another cake? I dramatically whip off the cloth of the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it'd be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. 19 seasons of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Now that sounds like a good weekend. And bonus material including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Fantastic. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? The old pigskin or something? Toss the old pigskin? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? Ah, everyone's there, bros. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of all of your accomplishments. So I invited all of my friends round. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Oh, this might be the end then. Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that mac and cheese bar? Sweet. Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. Oh, that sounds freaking delicious. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just have fun with your pals, alright? I'm super proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs off with her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Gary! Brian, you made it. Ha! I don't pass up on a good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. See, Gary was a dick. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. We met you once in a park and you basically slagged off my daughter, so God only knows why you got an invite. You're welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Me and Brian have got like some sass against each other. You look like you settled into the neighbourhood nicely. Joseph's in. Wonder if his missus is gonna be found out as a slut. Yep, I couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you more at church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sorry, mate, but that's not going to happen. Sure thing, Joseph, he says, lying. Maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we can hang out sometime. Yeah, I'm up for that, buddy. You seem cool. I'm just not going to do the church thing. Sure, Joseph, that seems great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes to meet with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work there, Gary. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it all around for her finals. Me too. That scholarship money would really help. Well, they didn't even tell you that we got that. It just must be presumed that she did. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your whole teacher. Hey! Totally didn't see you there. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Finger guns. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I realise that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right, go forth, adult. I no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm going to break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad at me about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? No.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that that globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college fine. Hey Robert, glad you can make it, he says, lying again. Yep. Robert takes a sip of his drink. I wonder why he's being so cold to me. Everything okay? Sure. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something.
Whoa.
Come on, Gary. You know what this was.
Oh.
You were an object to me the same way I thought I was an object to you. I figured we were both on the same page here, at least from how you were acting.
I don't know.
But I don't want to be in this if there are feelings involved. I've got too much to deal with as it is. I've got no feelings for you, Robert. I'll catch you around. Hey, man. Hey, Matt. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of right said banana bread ready for her. Thank you. She'll love that. Splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending the invitation to the sun and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey, it looks like Amanda's hanging out with Brian and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to. Okay, Brian, think of a shape. Square. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square! Square! I called it! I called it! It's gotta be the square, isn't it? Briar? Triangle. Oh, star. Damn it. I'm only psychic with one of them.
Yeah.
We'll get to it next time. Amanda leans close to Brian and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys have to be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know you can trust me. Heck, even if you think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad. By the time I'm done with these kids, we're going to be finishing each other's cake. You didn't finish your sentence. What we're going to be finishing each other's sentences. See? Third twin. She's brilliant. Amanda's definitely gold. I have to go. The party starts to wind down. I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, where was Craig? I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being far away from you, but realised that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, I swear to God, Gary, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped present. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. Oh, that's so cute. It's us. Oh, this game's so good. Kind of shocking. All our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we'd need at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Ah, man. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm going to break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably going to have to pay for most of it. It would be my honour, dearest daughter. Amanda hops up. Look, looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. Oh, it's Craig! It's going to be Craig! I glance over to the back of the yard where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. Are we going to go public? Are we going to go Facebook official? Are we going to go Dadbook official? I'll leave it to you. Me and the Emmas are going to go and eat ice cream. Oh, so she's friends with the Emmas again. Love you. Finger guns again. Why not? Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party. Bro. This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer cake stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave the keg stands in the past. No, never leave the keg stands in the past, mate. You're never too old to do a keg stand. Taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next up is Napville. Pull into the Gary Concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off your own stomach town. We both giggle, but man, do I want to pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I realised how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. Yeah, you're probably right there, man. There's some deep meanings in this game for sure. I guess we need to get out the city more often then. Craig kicks his leg over the side of the bench and leans onto me. Lying down in my lap, I run my fingers through his hair. Oh, we're totally public. We're like definitely official. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. And it's going to take some time to figure out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling. Bro, that means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. It's so cute! Bro. Hey! You have not seen what is under that catsuit. I could totally pull Craig. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. I think that's it. I think that's like the end. Yeah, it is. Oh man, that game was banging. And this song is so good. Let's turn it up for a sec. Oh, robot! Did you get me to see? Did you see me bang Craig? Totally bang Craig. Mate, that's cool. We'll have to let the credits run and see what happens. Oh man, no, you missed the whole. I'll have to YouTube it then. The trouble is, it'll be like a 6-hour YouTube video. Maybe I'll do it in parts. Maybe I'll split it into like 6-hour-long episodes. What? This was a 2-hour stream, and I've done 4.5 before. It was good fun. I'll do it in 6 hours, then. That'd be cool. Actually, that's a good idea. That was so cool. DVP. I'm just going to make a quick note of that actually, so then I can get that hacked and slashed and prepped and ready for tomorrow. So you lads up for it? Yeah, you up for some Call of Duty? Let's just let these credits run. Let's just enjoy this sick beat. It's going to be the end of the YouTube. Oh, fucking the Discord things doesn't work. Find the Discord and follow us on that. Let's get some shooting going for sure. Let's make a quick note of that. Yeah, look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's such a good. getting the Gatorade chucked over him when we went on our first date. Oh man. Is it giving me like stats or something? I'm so glad it ended up with Craig and not with Matt. I dare you not to be singing that tomorrow. That was cool. That was great fun. Let's get some shooty on there. Ah, that was fantastic.